Hi everyone, I'm Russ,
Mark,
and this is a spirited endeavor.
Prime and Pump Edition.
That's right.
All right, so you brought an interesting one tonight.
Yeah, I was looking for something that had a little bit higher ABV, something a little special, and this is one that's come up in conversation a few times, and that is the rare breed.
So Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Yep. Now, the funny thing, the reason I've been curious about this one is we did a review on Wild Turkey 101, and it was okay. I don't think either one of us was blown over by it or anything of that nature. The rare breed, on the other hand, is basically that, but straight out of the barrel. They don't mess with it, don't monkey with it, and I'm hoping we get a better feel for what this distillery is capable of.
Yeah, I think so. I'm really curious to see, because obviously that one, the 101 was proof down, so it's 50.5%, ABV.
Yeah.
So this one is a 58.5.
Yep.
So I mean that's 8 more ABVs.
Yeah, and that can make all the difference in the world sometimes.
That really can.
And my understanding, although there is no official age statement on the bottle, my understanding is they actually blend in 4, 6, and 8 year whiskey into these when they make them. So I think based on that, you would expect a pretty well balanced whiskey with some age to it, but also a little bit of youth to it too.
All right, so it's barrel proof, but not single barrel.
Right.
Okay.
So they are still blending, but it is barrel proof.
All right, very
is
good.
my understanding. So
yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, it's kind of my thinking.
Yeah. Come on now.
Love that sound.
Yeah, great sound.
Oh, look at how narrow the neck is on that.
Really? Check that out.
Oh, that's like it was meant to be poured. What a coinkydink.
I tell you what, narrow necks.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Better pour.
As I make a friggin' mess of myself. Actually, just 2 drops. I'm slacking.
Oh, jeez.
There you go, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
Certainly. I like the shape of the bottle, like the narrow neck on it.
Yeah, that is oily as hell.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, the oils just come down in sheets.
Yeah.
But you know what? It looks a little thin in the glass.
It's funny you say that. I'm noticing the same thing actually. It's oily, but it has like a thinner viscosity to it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Well.
All right.
We'll find out.
Okay. The nose is all business.
Yeah.
So, oak spice.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of ethanol in there. I'm getting that on the nose too.
Me too.
So you're really picking up some of the alcohol notes. I'm not really getting a lot of sweetness in there. I'm not getting like the caramel. I'm not getting the cherry. I'm not getting anything I would normally associate with a bourbon flavors in there.
Yeah, I've got to say it's not as interesting as I was hoping on the nose, but at the end of the day, really, what I'm concerned with is the palate. So I'll.
Yeah, and maybe it's just the alcohol is sort of masking the flavors. I'm curious to see, after we drink it and then go back to the nose, maybe we'll pick some up. But I'm not picking up a lot on there.
Yeah, same here. Well,
actually, you know what? Let me palm this one just a little bit.
Now there is a technique to this.
I can't do that. Apparently, my inner 14-year-old is.
Oh, that paid off when I was a kid. I can assure you.
I'm sure. I'm still not getting anything.
No, there really isn't much there.
It's kind of a technique. If you're having trouble with the nose, just put a dot in your palm and rub your hands together, and it's going to unlock it and everything. It's going to give you a little bit more of a profile, but I'm still not getting much on it.
No, I'm getting ethanol and a little sweetness, but not much.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what it tastes like, and we'll go from there.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow, that is barrel.
That is barrel. That is oak barrel.
Oh, then comes in the caramel sweetness. Oh.
It kind of comes around on the back end.
Ooh.
And it's really there. Now, I'm also getting like a toasted marshmallow.
It's funny you say that. I was just going through that.
Yeah, it's like a...
that's cool.
That is really cool. So that sweetness kind of comes off of like a toasted marshmallow. Not a burnt marshmallow, but like a toasted one.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the sweetness is definitely on this one on the palate.
Yeah. And going back to the nose, yeah, there's a little bit more there, but it's still not very punchy on the nose. I mean, considering the ABV, I would say the nose is a little faint almost. But it
Yeah.
certainly isn't on the palate.
No, it's very lively on the palate. It's very spicy. You know, like chili pepper spice, not baking spice, chili pepper. I mean, it kind of gets you in the front. It gets you on the top of the tongue. Not really getting on the side so much. I'm still getting a little sweetness around the side.
Yeah, for me, it's oak right up front.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you get on the palate. Then the caramel comes through. The vanilla comes through. Yeah, marshmallow is a good way of putting it. That's more towards the finish. And then after the fact, as I inhale air and kind of stir up the vapors, I start getting a little tobacco note as well.
Yeah, I'm not picking up the tobacco, but I am getting something like coffee, like stale coffee.
On the back end? Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of that note that I'm getting that kind of fades off into the distance.
Yeah, I could see that. Still nice little bite on the sides of the tongue. It's not, I wouldn't say it's an especially long finish. It doesn't drop off a cliff, but it doesn't sit there and hang around for too long either.
Yeah, it rides off into the sunset.
Yeah,
rather than
it really
moseying
does.
off.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I expected more layers of flavor though.
I'm kind of in agreement with you on that. While I like the intensity of the flavors that it provides, and I actually like the flavors. I like the way the oak presents. I like the way the sweetness presents. I kind of wish the nose was a bit more interesting. But there isn't any real complexity beyond that. It does what it does very well, but it's kind of focused in on this one set of flavors.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. This seems to be more of a one-trick pony to it. But what it does well.
Now, I will say, I would take this over the 101 any day.
Yes, I agree with that.
The
100%.
101 to me was boring. This one, at least, there's something going on there, and I like the intensity of the flavors.
Yes, actually, I'm going to retract that statement. I agree with that 101%.
I see what you did there. Now, I am curious to see what water does to this, because there's certainly the ABV to put up with it. Now, I'm a little concerned because it does come across a little thinner. Just referring to the texture. But I think as far as flavor-wise is concerned, it should be fine. Oh, okay. So on the nose, that marshmallow got kicked up big time for me. Ooh.
So I took a sip and then I went back to the nose. And yes, I agree with that. This is marshmallow.
Yeah.
This is toasted marshmallow.
That's like being a kid.
Yeah, it really is.
But with better toys.
God, I want to grab some chocolate and some graham crackers.
Okay, so on the palate, it's all barrel.
Yeah.
At that point, it becomes fairly dry, tannic. The oak is real present at that point, but the nose that was cool how it changed up the nose.
Yeah, they changed up the nose, but it didn't.
Didn't do
the
the
water
palate any favors.
didn't do any favors to the palate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I mean, it's good. It's fine.
There are other whiskeys I would choose, I think, as far as being that ABV and roughly that price. Hell, Chattanooga, the 111.
Yes.
That's like a favorite of mine at this point. We've done one recently, which was Yellowstone, which was in the same ballpark. Price-wise, I don't know how they align, but I mean, as far as ABV and just being bourbon, they present very similarly. Okay, so scale 1 to 5, what do you think?
Ooh, I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Yeah, I might bump it up to a 3. just again based on my experience with a 101, and again, I like the proof, and I like the intensity of the flavors. I just wish there were more of them, that it wasn't so narrowly focused. But certainly for me, a huge improvement over the 101.
Yeah, and that I agree with. I think we didn't rank the 101 very high at all.
Yeah.
This one I think it's better than the 101.
Yes,
for
agreed.
sure.
Yep.
I don't know if it enters into anything, but it's fine territory for me.
Yeah, no, it's a solid whiskey. It's good. It's beyond what you perhaps would normally get, especially at 50% ABV is not going to be quite as interesting as that in a lot of cases. The ABV alone brings some really interesting things, but I think 3, 2.5 in that ballpark
Somewhere
is probably
in there,
where it
yeah.
belongs. So, well, thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, we sure did.
Take care.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Okay, bye.